Hey guys, Mark Holmes here, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, you know this does not work. Shout out to the three people that just ordered three more shot glass racks and things. I appreciate it because I need the work to keep from going crazy. You know, we're all in this together, and apparently, here's some good news for us. Here's some good news. It appears that the people going to the hospital in New York, that's beginning to kind of peak. There's not as many people that are going into the hospital. Now, the deaths, of course, are going up, unfortunately. As they put it, the longer you're on a ventilator, the worse chances there are of you surviving it. So there's a lot of people that have been in the hospital for, a couple of days, a couple of weeks, and things like that. So they're seeing the numbers rise, sadly, and thoughts and prayers to everybody out there for those that have been in the hospital for a long time. But they're seeing less and less people going in because social distancing is working. So if we can kind of, keep doing what we're doing, everybody, and I mean everybody, we can make a difference and we can get through this thing. But in the meantime, there's a lack of sports to talk about right now. We know this, okay? So that's why shows are putting on like the Masters rework. They're re-airing that. They've got the best the best of First Take, Your Take now on in things like that, okay? And of course, Colin Cowherd, he's doing his podcast from, I guess, his living room. We don't know if he's wearing pants or not. And if you don't have anything to talk about, well, there's always the Dallas Cowboys. So now we are at the point of talking about an offshore betting site that has the Cowboys going 10-5 and 1 or something. Let's listen to this, okay? Because this is just the straight up. Hey, we'll talk about it after we listen to it.
It's an offshore betting place. It's got all the Dallas Cowboy lines this morning. Dave Mason. It's got. I'm not going to give it's offshore. It's illegal, but they have all the Dallas Cowboy lines for next year, and they have if the Cowboys won the games they're favored in, Dallas would go 10-5.
Win, not one, win.
And I laugh at that because I've always, first of all, they're at Baltimore, at the Rams, at Seattle, at Minnesota, also play at home San Francisco and Pittsburgh, and frankly, they don't have as many good players as Philadelphia. But whenever it comes down to lines, I always look at one simple thing. This has always been the deal for me. How many Pro Bowl quarterbacks do you face? So Dallas faces 9 quarterbacks that are either definitively better than Dak or arguably better than Dak. Lamar Jackson, Jared Goff, Kirk Cousins, Russell Wilson, Carson Wentz twice, Matt Ryan, Big Ben Garoppolo.
Okay. Let's stop here for a second. Okay, so he's saying definitively better than Dak or better than Dak. Are you going to say, first he has Carson Wentz. I'm not going to go there with Carson Wentz. I look at both of them as two really good quarterbacks, but Carson Wentz, you look at the other three, in the last 2 years against the Cowboys, they got one victory. One victory. And I'm not going to look at that game because he got 300 yards. He had decent numbers with one touchdown, but should have had an interception that literally was Xavier Woods' hands and fumbled the football. Now, I'm not going to say that was Aaron Rodgers-esque or, any earth-shattering game. And you look at the other 3 games that they've lost in a row to the Cowboys, I'm not going to say that he's definitively better. Daniel Jones? No. And back to this whole thing of Pro Bowl quarterback. Well, Eli Manning was a Pro Bowl quarterback too. But you look at that and say, yeah, well, they're going to win because Eli Manning was a Pro Bowl quarterback when he played last year? No. Dwayne Haskins, no way. Russell Wilson, yeah, you can say Russell Wilson is better. Lamar Jackson, MVP, okay, I'll give you that one. But Ben Roethlisberger, yeah, he was a Pro Bowl player, but he hasn't played in over a year. Are you sure that Ben Roethlisberger is definitely Jimmy Garoppolo? Weren't they just talking about bringing in Tom Brady to replace Jimmy Garoppolo? You're saying definitively that he's better? Jared Goff? Are you kidding me? Another guy that they talked about replacing in one of the worst contracts out there. You're saying that Jared Goff is better than Dak Prescott? Baker Mayfield? Come on. Kyler Murray, Joe Burrow, Matty Ice. Now, Matty Ice, he puts up a lot of numbers. I could say Matty Ice and you're going to say Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins is 6-1 against Dak Prescott. And if you actually look at the numbers in the game that they played, Dak Prescott's numbers were a hell of a lot better. That one goes back to coaching, where we had poor coaching in there, and that Zeke Elliott just didn't have a game. So as I go through and I listen to this, people that you say are definitely better, Russell Wilson, maybe Matt Ryan, maybe Ben Roethlisberger, and Lamar Jackson. So how do you have 9? But let's go on.
They're either better, clearly, or
Clearly.
arguably better.
Or arguably better.
And they have them going 10-5-1. Philadelphia, by the way, only faces 3 teams where the quarterback is probably better than Carson Wentz. Russell Wilson is, Aaron Rodgers, Lamar Jackson. Now, they face big...
So wait a minute. Wait. So we're saying that Carson Wentz is better than Aaron Rodgers here? Are we saying... He's saying that Carson... Hold on. Let's look at the teams. So he's saying that Carson Wentz is better than Drew Brees, Aaron Rodgers, Joe Burrow, Kyler Murray, Baker Mayfield, Jared Goff, Jimmy Garoppolo, Ben Roethlisberger, Lamar Jackson, Russell Wilson, Dwayne Haskins, Daniel Jones, Dak Prescott. So who are the 4 that he's saying that he is better than? That there's only 4 that are better than him. Russell Wilson, Lamar Jackson, Ben Roethlisberger, Aaron Rodgers, Drew Brees. That's 5 I can say right there. You can't tell me that that Carson Wentz is better than all of those. I dare say I'll put Jimmy Garoppolo in there and Jared Goff in the same category with Carson Wentz. But let's go on.
Ben off surgery and Drew Brees at 40. I don't think right now they're better than Carson.
Okay, so wait. So he says Ben Roethlisberger off surgery and Aaron Rodgers at 40. So you're saying that Carson Wentz is head and shoulders above Dak Prescott. Is that must be it, that Dak Prescott is like Baker Mayfield, right? Okay.
Carson Wentz. So why do I think Philadelphia is going to win the division? Because Philadelphia was a mess physically last year. I mean, they fell apart last year and still won the division. Dallas was healthy down the stretch, did not win the division. So if you just look at this, is why the quarterback is so essential in this.
Were they? Amari Cooper was banged up all year. Dak Prescott, I believe he had a hurt shoulder, his throwing shoulder. We're not going to take that into consideration of being hurt? We're not? We're not going to take that. We had lost Connor Williams in there as well. We did lose Van Der Esch. Didn't we lose that guy? And we were injured by having Jason Garrett still as the head coach.
If you look at who the Dallas Cowboys face next year, 9 times, that's over half the season, they'll face a quarterback better or arguably better than the guy they have. And also, Mike McCarthy is new. So we would suspect, at least in January, you'd think it'll be a little inartistic. It won't be perfect for Dallas. Michael Hawley now is on the phone line.
Like I said, when there's nothing else to talk about, go by the old standby. The Dallas Cowboys suck. Their quarterback stinks. Dak Prescott, throw some shade on him, and of course we'll end up having a great conversation, and we can put that shit out there. Come on, man. All right, I'm going to go ahead. Listen, let me give credit where credit's due. Now you can call me a liar or whatever, and I'm still waiting, Robert Smith. I'm going to check back. If you haven't issued your apology for being flat out wrong, you will be blocked from this channel. I don't block too many people myself. My moderators do block the trolls and things, the ones that kind of cross the line and go on personal attacks. But dude, you were 150% wrong. You called me a liar. You told me that my video was somebody else's work, and I'm not going to take that. You don't have to be here. Most of the time you say stupid stuff, I just blow it by. Ha. He's a Giant fan, I understand. But you got your opportunity today if you want to be here. Maybe you don't want to be here, which is fine by me. But anyway, this is the norm here. And I hope that this season, like last year when they said, oh, well, Dak Prescott, he's a dink and dunker. He can't throw the ball downfield. Yet, Cowboys offense got more yards than anybody else. he proved that he could throw the ball down the field, that he wasn't a dink and dunker. And it's amazing how they've retired the term dink and dunk quarterback. Because it used to be, oh, it's not about winning, it's about the statistic. Then you get the statistic, oh, it's about winning. They keep changing the narrative and all because, well, let's face it. I'm sitting here talking about the idiot. But look at this. Look. Bam. Got 2 more right here. And I got to order some more wood so that way we can get some more made so you guys can get them. I'm Mark Holmes, and thank you for being part of the Jobu Sports Report.